Perhaps no one could have imagined that one day, Adele, the powerhouse voice of Britain, once boldly declaring, "I'd rather have lunch with friends than go to the gym," would become an inspiration for millions on a journey of health and transformation. In her 20s, Adele stood tall at 1.76 meters but weighed over 200 pounds, and after giving birth in 2012, her weight surpassed 220 pounds. Though she had a beautiful face and undeniable talent, she often dismissed conversations about dieting or body shape. Fans loved her authenticity, but many worried about the toll her weight might take on her health. Everything changed when Adele appeared at rapper Drake's birthday party in a sleek black dress, revealing a noticeably slimmer figure. The photo she shared broke the internet. It was the first time the public saw a very different Adele. At that point, she had already lost about 40 pounds, and within just 6 months, the number rose to nearly 100 pounds in total. The transformation stunned the world. Once considered lazy when it came to fitness, Adele was now embracing workouts with passion, even describing herself as addicted to exercise. What makes Adele's story particularly compelling is that her motivation was never chasing beauty standards. After her marriage to businessman Simon Konecki ended, she faced severe anxiety and emotional turmoil. Adele admitted experiencing paralyzing panic attacks that left her struggling to cope. Seeking a way to heal, she returned to fitness with the help of her longtime trainer Pete Girachimo. Unlike many celebrity transformations that focus on aesthetics, Adele's goal was rooted in survival. She wanted to be stronger, healthier, and stable enough to be both a mother and an artist. Her training regimen became famously intense. Adele worked out 3 times a day, weightlifting in the morning, hiking or boxing in the afternoon, and cardio in the evening. She pushed herself from lifting just 10 pounds to deadlifting an impressive 170 pounds. She proudly declared, "I'm an athlete. I love it." Beyond Pete, she teamed up with trainer Greg Mealy at Los Angeles' Heart and Hustle Gym to diversify her routines. Workouts stopped being a punishment and instead became a therapy that balanced her body and mind. But while exercise was crucial, Adele's diet also played a major role in her transformation. Rumors swirled around Hollywood and the media that Adele had followed the Sirtfood diet, a trendy plan built around foods high in sirtuins, proteins believed to regulate metabolism and fat burning. The diet emphasizes foods like kale, arugula, buckwheat, blueberries, green tea, dark chocolate, and red wine. Early phases of the plan restrict calories to as low as 1,000 per day, gradually increasing to around 1,500 with balanced meals. Reports suggested Adele may have incorporated elements of this approach, especially during the initial stages of her weight loss, focusing on nutrient-dense SIRT foods that supported energy and metabolism while allowing small indulgences. However, Adele herself has consistently downplayed these rumors. She denied relying on extreme diets, fasting, or weight loss supplements. Instead, she emphasized that the real secret was discipline and a healthier relationship with food. She admitted eating more than before, but with smarter choices: lean proteins like grilled chicken and fish, plenty of vegetables, whole grains, and avoiding processed junk food. Her meals were designed to fuel her workouts rather than starve her body. The key wasn't deprivation, but balance. She learned to enjoy food while keeping it aligned with her active lifestyle. Adele also cut back on certain habits that once held her back. She reduced her alcohol intake and drastically limited sugar, particularly her love for sweetened tea, once consuming up to 10 cups a day, each with 2 sugars. By making gradual changes, rather than extreme restrictions, she built a sustainable lifestyle rather than a temporary diet. Trainers close to her confirmed that Adele's consistency was more important than perfection. She wasn't obsessively counting calories, but paying attention to how food made her feel, choosing options that gave her energy rather than weighed her down.
In interviews, Adele stressed that mental health was her true motivation. Exercise and mindful eating became her weapons against anxiety. After each workout, she felt calmer, lighter, and more in control. In the gym, she found not just strength, but safety, a place where she could rebuild her confidence after heartbreak. Food, once a source of comfort during stress, became fuel to support her workouts and new lifestyle. Together, this combination of structured training and mindful nutrition created a powerful cycle of physical and emotional healing. Of course, Adele's dramatic transformation sparked mixed reactions. Some fans celebrated her success, while others worried she had abandoned the image of body positivity she once represented. A few even criticized her for being too thin. Adele's response was characteristically honest. "I did this for me, not for anyone else. People have been talking about my body for 12 years, before and after weight loss. I don't care. I'm still me." Her words made it clear that her journey wasn't about pleasing the public. It was about taking ownership of her health and happiness. Looking back now, Adele enjoys not only a slimmer, more toned body, but also a healthier and more confident mindset. She can play with her son without back pain, move with ease, and maintain high energy levels for her demanding career. Her skin has tightened, her stamina has increased, and most importantly, her spirit has healed. She embodies the idea that weight loss, when approached with the right intentions, can be about far more than numbers on a scale. Adele's journey wasn't just a 100-pound transformation, it was a rebirth. It showed that sustainable change is possible when driven by the right motivation, not vanity, but vitality. She didn't starve herself, nor did she chase perfection. Instead, she committed to small, consistent actions, lifting weights, boxing, eating smarter, sleeping better, and caring for her mental health. These changes compounded over time to create a transformation that surprised the world. For anyone struggling with weight, Adele's story offers a valuable lesson. The focus should not be on quick fixes or society's standards. It should be on building habits that nourish both body and mind. Sustainable nutrition, consistent exercise, and self-compassion are the true pillars of transformation. Adele proved that even someone who once swore off gyms could fall in love with fitness and use it as a tool for healing. And perhaps the most powerful message she leaves behind is this: you don't need to change for anyone else. You only need to change for yourself. When health and happiness are your goals, every step forward becomes the greatest victory.